Hey, what's going on to you, Taurus out there? So you have the Judgment, the Ace of Swords, and you have the Strength card. So for you, Taurus, the Judgment right here is about the kind of the misconceptions that others have about you, that you have about yourself. And the Ace of Swords and the Strength is about how you don't apply to a lot of those misconceptions. Now, when it comes to the misconceptions that other people have about you, it's probably way off. You know, it's probably way off. When it comes to the misconceptions that you, Taurus, have about yourself, there's probably a little bit of truth to it. And now you, Taurus, are trying to figure out why there's truth to it. The reason why I'm saying that is because however it is that you refer to yourself is whatever it's going to be. So if you, Taurus, say that you're dumb and you're useless and all of that, you're going to be right. You know, if you say that you actually are a contributing member to society, if that's the case, if that's how you feel in your perception, then that's going to be the case, right? Reality is perception. Okay? And I'm not even going to get into the reality is, you know, inward and outward matching and all of that. But the point that I'm trying to make here with this is a lot of you, Taurus, have to go inward to figure out what are the things about you, Taurus, where you feel like you're lacking in. Because I'm still seeing a level of you, Taurus, or Taurians lacking in an area where you think that you should be good in, but you're lacking there. So now the Empress and the Four of Wands represents you have to figure out why is it that you, Taurus, are even lacking in the first place? What is having you lack, right? The Empress and the Four of Wands represents, okay, now I understand. It's because of relationships. It's because you, Taurus, are kind of asking yourselves, like, what are you doing, right? Like, why are you dubbing all of these people, right? Is the stuff that I'm saying to you truthful, right? Is this new thought process that you have worth something? Or is it that you're the one that's the villain of the story and that you've been telling everybody no because you're the jerk? Look, the reality of the situation here is this. No one is perfect, okay? There's going to be some things that you say and you do that's going to come off really disrespectfully. But the thing about it, though, Taurus, is that you, Taurus, have to understand that you're not perfect. But as long as you strive to be as best as you could, internally and externally, you good. No one is perfect. And as far as what other people think about you and why you're not in a relationship, once again, the better you become is the harder. My family came in. The better you became, or the better you become, is the harder things are going to get for you to find somebody, because you, Taurus, are rare. The better you strive to be is the more rare you actually are. So guess what that means? People are going to have to come to you correctly. Otherwise, it's not going to work. You, Taurus, are not going to just sit there and accept them for what it is. And I know it sounds crazy. I know it may sound like the stuff that I'm talking about is crazy. And the reason why it sounds like it's crazy is because it's diverse. It's contrary to popular belief and popular practice. It's contrary to those things. It's contrary when I say things like all relationships without exception are 50-50. All functional relationships, all relationships that work are 50-50. Both sides are supposed to get something out of it without getting cheated. It's supposed to be equitable for both sides, equal opportunity for both sides. These things are something, especially in the modern day era, like I said before, has eluded a lot of other people, because you have people that get taken advantage of and the people that are taking advantage. You see? So it sounds crazy from my standpoint, meaning me saying it to you, Taurus, because to what it looks like for some of you Taurus, sometimes it may look like you're just dubbing people because I may have suggested it, or you may be saying that you're better than this, and now you Taurus are trying to figure out, like, okay, why are you doing this? The reason why you Taurus are doing this in the first place is because you're listening to this. This is what you're listening to. You're listening to the King of Pentacles. You're listening to your own internal value, your own external value, but you're also paying attention to another person's internal and external values. How a lot of people's value systems does not align up with yours. They value attention. They value getting attention from another person. And you, Taurus, do not value that. You want attention from the people that matter to you. But relationship, romantic, in your romantic interests, friends, family, people that make an important impact on your life, right? In your life. But at the same time, you know what it is that you're listening to. You know what you're paying attention to. You know what you're looking at. And you understand that there is a lot of people who very much so are not down with functionality, and all they're doing is being dysfunctional. So you cannot think that you're going to be in a relationship with any one of these people and expect it to go well. You're not going to be. What you're doing now is you're essentially separating the strong from the weak. The people who are serious minded, who actually do want to be for real, who do like you, they would like you. What you're doing is you're separating those people into two separate categories in your own mind. You Taurus are like, okay, people that not meant to be taken seriously, people that are meant to be taken seriously, people that you can respect profoundly. And what's happening here is the Knight of Swords and the Two of Swords represents you're just dealing with a little bit of internal conflict. But the Knight of Swords represents you Taurus still have plenty of options. You still have, because what you're doing is this, right? You shouldn't be worried about how many options you have. You should be worried about the quality of the options that you have. Having to, just like with these views, I don't care like that anymore. Because the people who come to me and they get readings and leave likes, comments, support the channel for real, shout outs to all those people. I'm not in this thing all the time for views per se. My channel's still growing. The views are still gradually growing. It's easier to get views now. You know, I have other business elsewhere, like I've been talking about, which is true. The Four of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, however, is about, other, and the thing is that the thing is, sometimes people are going to approach you like you don't. And they're going to try to trick, trap, and frustrate you. But guess what you Taurus shouldn't find yourself doing with your precious time? Trying to be all up in their face, trying to find out what is their motive behind the stupid stuff that they're doing. You Taurus are supposed to just look at them like they're stupid and keep moving forward. And again, not worry about the quantity, how much people you're getting, and worry about the quality. Does your value system and their value system align? And if they don't align, then don't worry about it. Those people are not built for you in the first place. Who cares? Let's clarify the Two of Pentacles. Queen of Wands, the Moon, excuse me, the World, Two of Swords, Six of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. The Queen of Wands in the World, you just continue to be true to yourself. Because the overall, like I said, the overall problem that you Taurus are having is you're a little bit discouraged at the fact that you've been meeting so many people, and it just seems like you're so quick to dub everybody. And how come, you know, you're not more successful with dating? And you should have been having at least a couple of people that would have been a good match. But again, Taurus, the lions are always going to be outnumbered by hyenas. Hyenas are very much so pack animals, as to where lions are a combination of the two. Sometimes they could be solitary, like cats in general. Sometimes cats can be solitary. Sometimes cats can run in a group. They're like humans. They can run either or, right? So sometimes, but I should say all the time, the hyenas, right, are gonna more oftentimes than not outnumber lions. You being the lion are outnumbered with dysfunctional, goofy people. That's normally what happens, right? The world changes when the comparative few, right? You compare the fewer in number to the greater in number, decide that they want to essentially stand up and change the world. That's how the world changes. It's always, I ain't gonna say it's always, but it's been like that for a long time. It's been like that for over 12,000 plus years, where the comparative fewer stands up and changes the world. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that you, Taurus, y'all are just going through changes. Y'all are just going through profound changes right now. Y'all are going through a time right now where you haven't made that transition spiritually, mentally, emotionally, where you understand what it is that you're doing on a profound level. You understand it, but not on a profound level. What it is you are learning how to vet people. You're learning how to court. You're learning how to spot the differences between someone who is valuable, who has value to you, who shares the similar value systems, and people who do not, right? And you are saving yourself the time, the trouble, the money, the emotions, the heartbreak, and all of that, from having to deal with a dysfunctional and potentially dangerous and warped individual. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. If you'd like to contact me for a personal reading, there's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website where there's ways to get a personal reading from me. Also, you can contact me through my email, Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com.